weather issues, and Jeff showed you some of the video that he shot out there Sunday. Was it Sunday evening?
Correct.
But we got kind of a follow-up to that. So we got the picture here of Highway 95 up in Old Bullhead. On the right, I don't know if you can see, but in the back, that's Mojave County Sheriff's Office Search and Rescue helping a stranded motorist stranded by high water in the Golden Valley area. So if you see that little red car in the back, there's somebody sitting up on top of that. So that person was rescued in that. What I wanted to talk about on this story was how quickly and how much rain we got in a really you know what? After we do breaking news, I'll go back to our Taco Tuesday sponsor, Jeff.
Gotcha.
How quickly we got the rain. So they had more than an inch up in Kingman, 2.5 inches or 2.36 inches on the north end of Kingman, 1.69 inches at Bull Mountain, 1.4 or 1.14 inches at Mojave Wash. But locally here, we had, depending on where you're at, a half inch at Blackwash, which is up next to the airport here. At Secret Pass Wash, we had 0.63 inches with more than half of it in a half-hour period. So a half inch of rain in a half-hour period will result in these 2 and 3 foot washes racing through. We were lucky enough. We got a whole list here of different areas where they had done rescues. Good morning, Matt. But there were no injuries. Everyone survived. Everyone was rescued, and it was just some bad news. We have a brief here about flash flooding down in Pima, and they had a 4-year-old girl swept away by floodwaters in Pima. A woman that called the county sheriff's office reported she and her children were stuck on top of their vehicle in a wash. The 4-year-old had been torn away from them, and they ended up finding her body down a ways.
So sad.
They also have a 16-year-old that got stuck Saturday night in a low water river crossing and then was swept away. They're still looking for her. So just trying to emphasize the fact that, and we saw some video from Havasu yesterday where somebody in a truck stopped, looked at the rushing water and thought, I got this, pulled into the rushing water. The vehicle was immediately carried away. So don't risk it. Just wait. These waters that we're talking about, the half hour, within another half hour, the water has subsided. So if they would have just parked there and waited, not gone through the wash for another half hour, they would have been fine. So, all right, let's go back to Taco Tuesday.
Let's do it.
Happier
I know
news.
everybody's hungry.
Yeah, so Taco Tuesday is brought to you by Humberto's Mexican Food, 1136 Highway 95, across from Fast Trip on Highway 95. It's family run, family owned. They really take care of people down there. So go in there, order a regular taco, and if you say that you saw them on the Daily Dose, you will get your beans and rice for free.
Whole big plate of it, yes.
Who doesn't like free beans and rice?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
I do.
All right, let's go back to our cover stories here. Counties, schools receive grants. Just a quick thing here. The 3 Mojave County school districts, including Crushed, the Lake Havasu, and Topak, each received grant money from an organization called that's the legacy one.
That's the only one I got.
Organization called No Kid Hungry, and it's to help fund the school lunch program. So they got Crush got $7,500, Topak got $7,300, and $5,000 to Lake Havasu. So pretty nice thing there. Then we have the Legacy Foundation. Brenda, it might not be yours, it might have been us. It's not you, it's us. We've been having some issues the last couple of days here with our internet. TWN is literally right down the street. I don't know how we didn't get hooked up. But all right, Bullhead Legacy Foundation awards $100,000 to Not My Kid. Here you see way over on the left, Dr. Dahlman. Then you got Paul Van Wy from Malk. He's a Malk principal, grades 6 to 12. Wendy Gustafson from Not My Kid. Sarah Grotto from Not My Kid, Chief Operating Officer. Big guy in the back with the beard is Casey Mulligan, School Superintendent of Malk. Dr. Blake Stamper from Bullhead, from the Legacy Foundation. Nancy Manju, everybody knows, from the Legacy Foundation. Scott Seabury from the Legacy Foundation. Dan Ayler, in the yellow shirt back there, from the Legacy Foundation. Alan Johnson and Terry Tomlinson, all from the Legacy Foundation. So $100,000 to Not My Kid. Not My Kid is, they work to provide prevention, early intervention, and counseling services for youth in the greater Bullhead City area. It's something that Nancy Manjo said they've been working with since 2014. Sarah Grotto, who's the chief operating officer at Not My Kid, said this critical investment will undoubtedly improve the resilience of Bullhead City youth and their families during what has been a challenging time for all. So they reach out to the kids in the school districts and give them help. So again, thank you to the Legacy Foundation. All right, Jeff, we got a bad guy?
We do have a bad guy.
This is Kingman man held on drug and weapon charges. This is 36-year-old Michael Patrick Clausen of Kingman. He was arrested on several felony charges. He also, all right, I can't stress this enough. If you're going to, Jeff, if you're going to carry drugs around in your car,
I won't.
have an active warrant, be a prohibited possessor of a firearm, but want to have one anyway, at least make sure that your registration is right, that your brake lights and everything are operating right.
Correct.
You know, take care of those transportation issues.
And you may not get pulled over.
You may not.
All right.
For this guy, they at 1:16 in the morning, probably also a bad time to be out cruising around 1:16 in the morning, because they don't have a whole lot to choose from.
That's
and
right.
If you're driving around at 1:16 in the morning and officers can't see your vehicle license plate, they're going to pull you over. So they pulled him over. He, of course, didn't have his driver's license or insurance for the vehicle. Then they did a records check, show that the temporary license tags were expired. Then they found that he had an active arrest warrant. And then things got funky when they started to check out his vehicle. They found meth, a handgun, and a box of 9mm ammunition. So he has been arrested for dangerous drug possession, drug paraphernalia possession, possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, all felonies.
Now that's a bad guy.
Yeah. You just gotta, take care of your transportation issues. Nothing good happens after midnight. Yeah, I agree with Jeff.
True.
All right, sports.
Sure, we can do sports.
We got a nice story here on the big swim meet that happened over the weekend between the Bullhead City Barracudas and 4 other teams, including Needles. So the Bullhead City team finished second to Needles. It's kind of a battle between Bullhead and Needles, the Barracudas and the Sand Sharks. So that right there is Barracuda swimmer. Oh, man.
You can do it, John. You can do it.
All right. I'm going to say Calliope Rominez. 7.
Okay.
Gives it her all Saturday during the Colorado River Finals at the Bullhead City Community Pool. So the Bullhead City boys won 399. Needles was second at 371. The Barracuda girls finished second at 330.5 points to Needles 459.5. So on the day, Needles was first at 992.5 points. Bullhead was behind them at 869. Then there was Cottonwood and Kingman. There are 3 other teams that pulled out last minute, which is kind of Sedona, Havasu, and Payson pulled out. So let me run through the Barracuda's first place finishers because I'm so good at names.
Yes, you are.
Teagan Dover, Nikolai Klyer, Hayden Proctor, Garrett Fernandez, Holden Cook, Caleb Riggs, and Emily Hamilton.
Not too bad, John. You think you nailed it?
Those are pretty. I already butchered.
Yeah, you butchered the first one. That's
Calliope
okay.
and Romina.
You made up for it.
Yes. Caleb Riggs, established a Bullhead City record with a time of 33.49 in a 50-meter breaststroke. So, good for him. Good job.
Congratulations.
Yes. All right. Today in history.
Here we go.
July 27th, 1996, terror struck the Atlanta Olympics. Mike knows exactly where I'm going. As a pipe bomb exploded at Centennial Olympic Park, directly killing one person, injuring 111. So they immediately jumped to, John is the name butcher. Yes. I think I get yours right every time, David. David Abeda. I'm going to go with. They immediately went with Richard Jewell. Have you seen the thing, Mike, where the story of Richard Jewell? It was like a 3 or 4 part thing where they.
I haven't seen what you're referencing, but I am extremely familiar with the case of Richard Jewell
Yeah.
and the fact that the FBI zeroed in on him, didn't really want to look anywhere else, decided he was guilty.
Yeah.
They had said so, and lo and behold, he wasn't. He
was not.
He was just a guy who was there, and
And when you look through the story, now the story might be that, I mean, the movie may have been that his people put a tweak on it, but in that, he basically saved a lot of lives because he alerted them and.
yeah, they decided that he was one of those people who was seeking attention and
Yeah.
trying to put himself in the middle of an event that had happened, and it's just very sad that something like that can happen to someone who is helping during
Yep.
a tragedy.
Well, he was later exonerated, and anti-government extremist Eric Rudolph later pled guilty to the bombing. So, and also in 1980, on day 267 of the Iranian hostage crisis, the deposed Shah of Iran died in a military hospital outside Cairo, Egypt, at age 60. So that was day 267. Do you know how many days that lasted?
444?
Exactly,
I believe.
444. And what day did they, or what was the events surrounding them being released? Do you remember?
Ronald Reagan was inaugurated.
Yes, the day before.
Yes.
Man,
You can't.
I thought
I'm
it was so
telling you.
cool that
No.
I knew these things.
It's too smart.
Yes, Ronald Reagan was inaugurated, and they said, you know what? Here, we're a little worried about that Ronald Reagan guy, and rightfully so.
Yeah, he wasn't quite as pacifistic
As Jimmy.
As President Carter was.
Yes, I am not. You know what? I'm not going to sit here and take it. We'll come and get him. We'll be right there.
Carter was much more of a negotiator. Reagan was much more of a let's just go do this right now kind
Yep.
of guy.
Yeah.
Both of them equally effective in their own right on different things.
Correct.
Don't want to be critical of either man because they both had accomplishments during their presidency, but they were definitely different personalities
leadership styles.
and different styles. Yes.
Yep. All right, Jeff, you ready for weather?
Let's do it.
Weather's brought to you by Living Waters Hospice, your hometown hospice. Together, we can make a difference. Today, sunny and 110. Tomorrow, sunny 113. Thursday, sunny and 113. Friday, 50% chance of thunderstorms just in time for the weekend.
Again.
Friday and Saturday. So lately, you know what? We haven't seen anything more than 50%. They should just put 50% every day. Yeah,
Every day.
it might not. Don't know.
They can't get fired.
You can't. I think yesterday it didn't even mention rain, and all of a sudden we had some rain.
It happens.
All right, I think that is it.
That it already?
That is it already.
All right.
All right. Remember, this is brought to you by the Tri-State Radiology Center. The Tri-State Radiology Center offers same or next day appointments, and they accept most insurances, including Medi-Cal. They have a wide open MRI and offer digital X-rays with your reports ready in 24 hours. Call them today for an appointment at 928-460-7226. Remember, run over to Humberto's and get you some breakfast burritos. Or, you can wait till lunch and get yourself a taco and then mention that you saw.
Oh, you can have tacos for breakfast too.
You can
Yeah.
tacos
Oh,
for
yeah.
breakfast. Yes, you
Yeah,
can
for
do that.
sure.
All right, everyone, have a great day. We'll see you here tomorrow for.
Hump day.
All right, everyone, take care.